Having worked in the tours and activities industry for many years now, I can confidently report that the last 24 months have seen some of the industry's most exciting and interesting developments. As these huge changes appear on the horizon, every online travel agent and booking platform, both big and small, is positioning and preparing itself. But who will ultimately dominate the market? With this video, I'll look at the big three OTAs, Google's entry into the tours and activities sector, and explain how suppliers can make sure that they are ready for the changing digital environment. Overall, we're seeing the biggest tourism influencers expand their services into other areas and niche. Airbnb, for example, has dominated the accommodation sector and has recently moved into offering local guides and activities. TripAdvisor, currently one of the most influential decision-making platforms in the industry, has acquired Viator, now TripAdvisor Experiences, and Booking. This allows TripAdvisor to offer customers a more seamless booking process. Booking.com has also acquired FareHarbor, allowing it to offer its customers tours and activities after booking a hotel. And this is just the start. But why are the big three buying these companies and expanding their products and services at such a fast rate? The answer is simple: Google. The average Google user isn't aware of this yet, but Google is integrating directly with booking platforms and schedulers to provide their customers with the ability to book directly within Google's search results. This means your customers can search for a tour or activity and book it without even clicking off to your website. Peak Pro is one of the first providers to be integrated into Google's new system, and you can read a little bit more about this in my previous blog. The link will be below. These changes by Google will put control back into you, the supplier's hands, the tour operator's hands. It also means that the high commissions that OTAs currently take from suppliers will be bypassed. Whether or not this is good news depends on how much or how little you rely on OTAs to sell your tours and activities. Now, don't get me wrong, OTAs are important to suppliers because they open up their products to a large number of potential customers that you may have not found in the first place. However, relying too heavily on OTA can dilute your brand. Most OTAs also retain your customers' information. This means that you don't actually have access to your customers' data. As OTAs keep this data about your customers, you don't own the rights to that information. And in today's business world, data is king, helping you make informed decisions and marketing decisions for your business. Google's big changes are obviously striking panic in the OTAs. Is it any surprise that they are acquiring these other booking platforms? They are trying to make themselves as big and influential as possible, transforming themselves into comprehensive tourism hubs. What I do find interesting is that the likes of TripAdvisor Experiences will also be integrated into Google's system. For me, having an OTA integrated into Google in this way is more bad news for suppliers. Just think about it for a second. Google will eventually update Google Ads, formerly AdWords, to allow suppliers to have sponsored listings that will be bookable on the search engine's results page. For suppliers hooked up directly through the likes of Peak Pro, this is great news. But for those who rely on OTAs for most of their business, you are, in effect, paying twice. First for the cost per click of a Google ad, then you're paying the high commission rates to the OTAs. This, combined with other operating costs and outlays, means suppliers will be receiving even less revenue from the products they sell. This will almost certainly drive up prices for the end customer, and this is the only way suppliers will be able to make enough money to sustain their business. This would be very bad news for tours and activities providers, and we must do everything that we can to prevent this from happening. Suppliers must take back control of the tours and activities, or they will eventually become what the hotel industry has become: a faceless entity run by a handful of large organisations with suppliers at their mercy. When was the last time you actually booked directly on a hotel website and not through the likes of Airbnb or Booking.com? My hope is that Google will bring back some control to suppliers, and for a brief period I believe it will. However, I strongly believe it will take another outside player to really shake up the industry and bring back control in a more meaningful way. I have already written about my thoughts on Facebook possibly buying the likes of TripAdvisor, as I feel Facebook will be in a prime position to completely dominate the tours and activities sector. With over 2 billion users, suppliers could better target the customers they want within their destinations. Users don't like to leave Facebook, so it seems obvious and perhaps inevitable that Facebook will add its own fully integrated booking system within its platform. If Facebook were to do this, it would help suppliers sell their own tours and activities directly through their Facebook business pages. This could be a huge blow for OTAs, perhaps even a killing blow. Amazon is another player who is not scared to go into different sectors. I would not be surprised if they made moves into tours and activities sector. They already tried this sort of with Amazon Tickets, but while Amazon Tickets failed because it never secured a deal with Ticketmaster, it shows they are interested in moving into the tourism industry, and nothing will stop Amazon's world domination plans. For suppliers, real change will only happen when we all come together and say enough is enough, when they take control back of their businesses and their industries. Of course, some suppliers may not care and will happily make money and pay the ever-increasing commissions to OTAs. Most, however, appear to be worried about their bottom line and the ever-changing digital landscape for the tours and activities sector. I strongly believe you can strike a good balance of marketing yourself, generating more revenue in the long run, and generating a more sustainable business while dipping your toe into the world of OTAs. Just do not allow your entire business to rely on them. Take advantage of OTAs without sacrificing control of your business. Please take these steps now to generate your own revenue through your own website and social media channels. This is one of the ways we can take back control of your business as much as possible. Do this while the big guns fight it out amongst themselves and wait for the dust to settle. If there's going to be one winner in the tours and activities sector, please, let's make sure it is that of the suppliers.